gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, it's Turner. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Star Latulele able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. And an alley to run. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
On third down, Turner. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The kick by Sanders is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Turner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. He's coming. We got double up.
2nd and 13. Getting this into the hands of Turner.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Guys, Mike, 49. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's go. Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. Turner. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 14. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Steps away to his... And he will score! Touchdown, Miami! It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
No.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 43. Check nickel.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On first down, it's Turner. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 18 data. Get the ball. Kill. It's free.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A.J. Klein in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 6-yard pickup.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 93 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Check 13, alert!
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Yeldon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch the run. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Turner. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He was looking for Parker that time. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Check 4. Go. Shift.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
5 wide. 36. Wide, 36. Hey, high 7.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3 bud.
From the gun, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on first down. It's Turner. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Mike's 50.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It's complete to Grant. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good time.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10, 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 68 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 41, Allen. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one, because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st down, Turner. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 12-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd and 4. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to fire? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. On first down, they stick with Singletary. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the 31, Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. To throw, it's Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Draw play. This is Yeldon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Raekwon McMillan able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Miami, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.